Hello, everyone. The whole country should be run by solar energy, or a mix of wind, solar, geothermal, and hydroelectric power. I really want the rest of the world to see that you can do a very large-scale 100 megawatt system. This is 3 times bigger than the next biggest battery in the world. The price of power makes it almost a luxury item. Wow, what are the patterns of big change and transformation? Because we live in an equilibrium. Let's look at a sector. Our electricity grid has been around for about 100 years. There have been innovations and new technologies used to make electricity, but the grid has stayed mostly the same over the last 100 years. That's an example of an equilibrium, but there are also examples of equilibrium in a value chain. The cost and skills of technologies are getting better. Almost every technology is getting better at different rates, both in terms of cost and ability. For example, solar PV gets better at a certain rate. Lithium cells get better over time. Computing gets better at a certain rate. In today's video, we'll look at Tony Seba's fascinating predictions about the future of technology and society over the next 10 to 20 years. Seba is famous for how accurately he predicts these trends, which are sometimes overlooked by mainstream media but give us a crucial look at where the world is going, especially in the areas of transportation and technology. Tony Seba is known for saying that disruptive technologies can change whole industries almost overnight. For example, the automobile replaced the horse-drawn carriage in just 13 years. Now he's telling us that humanoid farm robots will cause a similar disruption in the near future. These robots could put a lot of people out of work, which means we need to invest right away in new skills and technologies. But it's not just about the problems, it's also about the opportunities, especially when it comes to sustainability. Before we go any further, please show your support by liking this video and subscribing to Tesla Stock News. With that out of the way, let's start this video. Tony Seba says that the move toward environmentally friendly methods is a major force behind changes in the economy. Renewable energy sources are getting cheaper and easier to access, which is changing not only the energy sector, but also urban planning and manufacturing. According to Seba, AI and automation are also changing the way industries work, making them more efficient and creating whole new business models. However, this change comes with ethical problems, and we'll need new rules to make sure these technologies are safely integrated into our society. This brings us to the important topic of education and workforce development. As the job market changes, our educational systems need to be updated right away. People who are good with technology and can think critically will be in high demand in the future. Tony Seba wants a big change in how we teach, with classes that are more in line with what jobs will need in the future. Tony also says something about the rise of lifelike robots and how they affect work for people. Putting these robots to work in different fields isn't just a small change. It's a basic shift that could completely change the way our economy works. He says that the cost and value of humanoid robots are nothing short of game-changing. Imagine putting humanoid robots to work that cut costs by a huge amount and increase productivity. These aren't just any robots, though. These are advanced machines that can do jobs faster and cheaper than humans. Tesla, a leader in innovation, has even said it wants to sell humanoid robots for about the same price as a car. This is a big step toward much lower labor costs, which could have a huge impact on the world economy. If we look even further into the future, the predictions are even more shocking. By 2035, the cost of operating these robots could be less than $1 an hour, and by the 2040s, they should be able to do complex tasks that would normally require skilled human labor. This isn't just about replacing boring or repetitive tasks. It's about challenging the idea of work as we know it. What does this mean for us? It means we need to rethink how we handle economic policy, job training, and schooling. The loss of human labor isn't just a chance, it's almost certain to happen. This means that new types of jobs will be available. Innovations in how we handle putting people and robots together at work. Tony also sees some big changes coming for the world economy, especially in how we make things and deal with poverty. According to Tony Seba, we are about to see a huge increase in global production, which is expected to rise by 20 to 40% every year. This amazing growth is mostly due to the falling cost of labor due to improvements in technology like robots and automation. Tony also says that these changes could end poverty for good and make a big difference in people's lives. Raise living standards around the world within the next 10 years. This isn't just an improvement, it's a revolutionary shift that could change the way we think about how to share wealth and make sure everyone has access to the economy. Tony also talks about how the labor market is changing and how people are shifting their focus from valuing jobs to valuing tasks. In a traditional economy, wages and salaries are based on hourly wages or salaries. However, the paradigm is shifting towards valuing the value created by specific tasks rather than the time spent doing them. This change is especially important as we add more non-sentient workers to our workforce, such as robotic robots. In contrast to people, these robots don't have jobs in the traditional sense. Instead, they do things. This big change in how work is defined is likely to cause big problems in the job market that could have world-changing effects. Tesla says that humanoid robots are a paradigm shift in the way work gets done, with improvements in what he calls human manufacturing. These robots are not just tools, but a changing force that can allow the labor force to grow indefinitely. This change will likely make the global market more competitive, as countries and businesses that adapt quickly to humanoid robots will likely have a big advantage. Tesla, which is usually known for making cars, is shifting its focus. Tony draws attention to the difference in costs between the usual costs of raising a child and getting them ready for work, and the relatively low costs and high efficiency of putting humanoid robots to work. This change highlights a larger trend where humanoid robots will quickly replace physical labor done by humans, similar to how disruptions have happened in other industries. But the Tesla journey doesn't end there. Every day brings new and exciting discoveries with ups and downs that make it even more interesting. That's why Tesla keeps pulling more and more investors into its rabbit hole. But do you know who else shares pro-Tesla's optimism? That's right. Today's sponsor, Seeking Alpha. When it comes to Tesla's impressive growth, it's not just watching from the sidelines for Tesla bulls and those with a keen eye for finding the next stock market gem. Seeking Alpha has everything you need to know about Tesla. Tesla stock price goals, Tesla innovation, and everything Elon Musk does. Avoid the negative talk about Tesla in the mainstream media. Seeking Alpha has the most news about Tesla than any other site on the web. If you click on one of the affiliate links in the description and then buy something, our channel may get a small fee. Thanks for your support. Taking a look at the social and economic effects, humanoid robots could be used in more than 1 billion ways over the next 20 years, according to experts. Not only is this a technological achievement, but it could also be good for the economy. Move that brings huge financial gains and huge social benefits. Realizing this vision, on the other hand, will require huge investments in infrastructure for R&D, manufacturing, and the supply lines that connect them. It's not enough to just make robots. You also need to build an environment that can support such a game-changing technology. Humanoid robots need to be tested and experimented on in controlled settings before they can be widely used and improved. These zones let the robot fine-tune its abilities to work in a variety of places, from factories to urban landscapes. These robots will have the biggest effect on industries like energy, transportation, and food. But using humanoid robots, these fields can expect not only higher productivity but also better quality work, since robots can do tasks with accuracy and consistency beyond human capabilities. The real value of humanoid robots comes when they are used by many people and are constantly improved. This way, the robots can adapt to new technologies and changing business needs, keeping companies on the cutting edge of innovation. The humanoid shape works well with our current infrastructure, which is based on human capabilities and dimensions. Additionally, humanoid robots can easily collect and use data in places where humans normally work, making them very flexible and easy to integrate into a wide range of workflows.